Hey everyone, welcome to Southern Tips with Amanda from Southern Designs. This week we're going to be talking about the importance of checklists. Are they important? Are they useful? And how does that tie in to what we were talking about last week with the importance of being prioritized? So today I thought we'd just have a little quick chat about checklists. Now, they can be a great way to organise your day. We all do them. We all start with the day with our list of jobs, our checklist, so to speak, of what needs to be done. But there is one great and simple tip I can give you for helping you apply the prioritisation tips that we were talking about last week. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit today. So hang on in while I just get my screen up for you to see, and we will get this on going. Just a second while we get this happening. And share the screen. Okay, so let's bring up my Google Drive account. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a spreadsheet. As you know, I love spreadsheets. I love them to death. You know that. If you've hanging around me long enough, you know I love my spreadsheets. It's as simple as that. But what I have found is a very quick and simple way to actually create a spreadsheet that you can, A, keep a track of all your tasks that you do, and B, prioritize them so that you can actually get more work done in a shorter space of time. So let's start now by creating a new spreadsheet. Now, for the purposes of today, I'm going to use Google Drive. And if you've got a Gmail account, you've got a Google Drive account, and it's completely free. You can store up to 15 gigabytes in Google Drive for free before you have to start paying. But the best thing about it is you get access to Google's online versions of the Office suite. And in particular, today we're going to look at Google Sheets to create our job list and how to create our checklist on that. It's just going to be a very simple checklist. Checklists can be used for anything. So if you've got a job that needs to be done regularly, you can actually create the name of the job and a list of tasks that need to be done underneath each of those, all the tasks to make sure you get that job done. But today, for today's purposes, we're going to tie it into last week's video about prioritizing. So we're going to click over here on New, and then we're going to bring up Google Sheets. And as you'll see, we're going to have a blank spreadsheet to start with. So let's imagine we're just walking into the office for the first time of the day, and we know we've got jobs to do, but we're not sure what order we're going to do them in or how we're going to prioritize them. So what you can do is you probably want about 3 or 4 columns. And as it loads, I'll keep talking. It's just one of those things when it keeps loading. Here we go. So the first column might be jobs. You might call jobs to be done when it decides to cooperate with me. I am about to possibly have some bad weather here, so fingers crossed it's going to work for me. Then you go, so you might call one jobs. The next one, now if we think back to last week, we had the 3 ways of categorizing. So we had the must be done today category. And as you can see, I'm just entering these as titles in the top row, or headers, depending on where you're from, or what you call them. And then could be done today. And then can wait. So what we're going to do now is make sure we can see all the headings. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down the side here, and we're going to, for the sake of the exercise, invent some jobs that need to be done today. Or invent some jobs that need to be done that are common to what you're going to walk into the office and find. So you might have, for example, there's filing. Most offices have filing. You might need to go and collect the mail. You might need, let's see, banking is another good one. Let's see what else can we do. We often have emails to follow up. You might have bills to pay, accounts to chase, and you might also have, just off the top of my head, obviously this is not be all and end all. You will obviously make it with whatever task you've got in front of you for the day. So accounts. So we'll start with these ones. So these are some of the basic ones that you might find you have in an office. So what you need to do is, to make this a checklist, we like to have those little check boxes. So, and this is one of the things I do like about Google Sheets. It is by far and away the easiest spreadsheet to put a checkbox in. Now, as you can see here, I have highlighted the cells I want the checkbox to go into. So I'm just going to go up here and go Insert and Checkbox. And as you can see, it puts a checkbox in each of the columns. So now let's go look at our list and decide what sort of priority we need to apply to it. Filing, it should be done every day. So we put on the could be done today. Mail, well, yeah, you probably want to go and check the mailbox today. Banking is a good one to do every day. Emails, you probably want to check once a day. Bills to pay, yep. And accounts to chase. Now, this is going to depend on your account structure, whether you've got COD accounts, 7-day accounts, or end-of-month accounts. So let's work on the example here that we might have end-of-month accounts. So, and as to say today's the middle of the month, we can say they can wait. So we don't have to do those, we don't have to chase those today, is what we're saying. So what we can do now, you can see we've got ticks all over the place. So just for the sake of the exercise, banking could be done today. There you go. So we've just got a couple of ticks in a couple of different spots. So what the next thing we're going to do to help sort of get ourselves organised for the day is we're going to come in here. We're going to highlight the table that we've just created, and then we're going to go up to Data and Sort Range. Make sure you tick the box that says Data has header row, so you can actually click on the sort by and get the name of the column you want to sort by. So the first thing we want at the top are the must be done jobs. So with Google Sheets, when you want, for this particular set of priorities, you just always got to check whether you want it to be ascending order or reverse order. So you've just got to, no matter what spreadsheet program you use, you've always got to check the order. Now, having done this before in Google Sheets, I know to get the must be done today at the top, I want to go Z to A. And then I want to add another sort by column. So this one, I'm going to sort by could be done today. Same thing, Z to A, because if you sort consistently the same way, you're going to get the results in the way you actually want them. And then the last column is the can wait, and again, sort by Z to A, and then click on the sort button. And as you can see, what it's done now is actually giving you your priorities you can put one more box in here if you like your spreadsheet as much as I do, and you just highlight it with your checklist again. Insert checkbox, and as you've done them, you just come in and tick off the thing done. And that way you get a good visual reference of what actually is done, what is not done, and where you are at the day. So let's just stop sharing for a minute and come back to the main screen. So that's just one of the ways you can use a checklist in your office on an everyday basis. But like I said, there are many ways to use checkboxes. One of the most important ways that people do use them for is if they've got a big task that needs to be done with lots of little subtasks. So if you're, say, for example, starting a market, you have to actually decide who you want to target. And all these little jobs that can be broken down out of just creating a marketing campaign is just not creating a marketing campaign. There's all these little steps that need to be taken before you have the campaign. So you can use the checklist, for example, in that scenario to list down all the little subtasks or broken down steps to get to the big task. And that's a great way of making sure you don't miss any steps to get to the result you want. So if you need, that's probably my big Southern tip for the day. So if you need any more help with any of this, feel free to go over to my website, which I'll pop in the comments down below for you, and book an appointment with me. But otherwise, don't forget to hit the subscribe channel so that you'll be back here next week to see next week's Southern tip. Okay, bye for now.